Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Enterprise AI News. I'm your host, Troy Angradon, and I'm here with my co-host, Ian Wilson, as always. Ian, how are you?
Great, Troy. Good to see you again.
Yeah, you as well. So, as promised, we did our prior episode and we looked at all those different education courses, BI, or not BI, I was going to say BI, AI education courses for executives.
Mm.
And today we're going to be going through your course that you built, your masterclass in business AI. Over the last couple of years, so pretty excited about that. And I'll give everybody my shameless pitch for this course. Ian and I were introduced through a mutual friend, and I heard about his course, and he made it available, and I took it. And I was so floored that I immediately reached back out to him and said, "We need to collaborate." And we've been building friendship ever since. It's been really great. So I'm excited to sort of go through the material on that course and understand what's in there and help him share that course with the world because I actually think it's extremely high value. So with
Thank you for
that,
that compliment, Troy.
what's that?
Thank you for that compliment.
You're very welcome. Thank you for all the hard work. So with that, I think we can probably just jump right into taking a look at the course.
Let's go.
Let's walk through what's in the course. Like, how long is it? How big is the content? I know you've been constantly kind of reworking the structure, so I'd love to see if there are any changes kind of to the modules and the structure of the course.
Yeah, so let me take you a quick walkthrough of what we've got. And um, looking at what you get, so it's principally focused on online education. And so it's teaching you via videos, essentially. And I've got 1,000 minutes of online videos. And behind those, there's 1,000 pages of downloadable PDFs that you can be reading along with. And they're really there to help you, um, jog your memory and be able to have something to read as you're going along. So that's the big focus, is it's this online video education. So just to look at then the keys, as we've mentioned, what's actually in that. And I've got 16 key courses. Now, most of these course modules are probably about an hour, 2 hours long. So in total, there's about 20 hours there. And the goal is to take you from an A to Z, from the very highest level of what you would need to understand, right down to a more granular level. So we start with the business of AI, giving you an overview of what it actually is. And then we look at the economics of AI, because, and this is something I didn't see on many of the other courses.
No.
This really goes into a grounding of how it works from an economic model perspective, both macro and microeconomics. Then I take a look at geopolitics. How does the US have its focus in terms of regulation in particular versus the EU versus China? And if you're a business leader, you really need to understand that. But of course, we're still quite high level. Then we move on to getting onto kind of executive strategy. How do you build AI strategy? How do you govern this? How do you build your organizational structure? So we're kind of down at the director level now. Then we step down another level and we start looking at the implementation teams. And here you need to understand, what is digital transformation? What is data transformation? Because you've got to put that in place before you really start looking at AI, or as you're doing that. And then we look at AI transformation from a high level. Now we're going to step down another level to kind of our project team level. And we'll look at, what is the state of AI today? What are the foundations you need to put in place? What are the capabilities that actually it delivers? And these are capabilities from a business perspective. We're not, again, talking about machine learning, expert systems, fuzzy logic, that technology stuff. We're looking at capabilities from what does it deliver to the business?
Right.
Then we go on, and you can see now we'll step down another level of granularity where we'll look at, okay, how do we build AI use cases? Now we're getting down to the project level. How do we build AI programs that put together these projects, these use cases? How do we get funding for those? How do we get buy-in from executive teams? And then kind of the final piece of the puzzle is then, how do you put all that together from a granular level and build an AI-driven enterprise? And what does that even mean? And I've got a bunch of kind of peripheral stuff, use cases, case studies that I throw in as well in the course. One here, for example, is AI skills and careers. So if you want to build a career from a business perspective, what are the kind of things you need? What are the skills you need? What are the careers out there? So it's all about taking you from the highest level to the lowest level from a business perspective for you to, almost single-handedly build that into your own organization, or for you to build the understanding to make your own career. And that's the structure I've put together and worked on for the past couple of years.
I think the thing that really floored me when I got into it, and I think you probably remember this, I reached out to you and said, "Hey, I've mapped out all the work you did and sort of
Yes,
threw
that
on
was
this
amazing.
big whiteboard to try to understand the kind of the scale and the scope and the depth of this material." And I was just so floored because I had looked at so many of these different course outlines from so many of these different schools and universities and things like that, and I thought, here is sort of the keys to the kingdom. Here are the keys to the kingdom. This is a kind of a turnkey package that says, look, I've been doing this over 25 years. I've had all of these successes and failures and all these lessons learned, and I've packaged them up for you to sort of ingest so that you can go forward with this huge leg up, this huge kind of helping hand to then take your organization forward faster and commit fewer of the same mistakes you did, and really accelerate their own development. So I was just really floored by it. It's one of the reasons I reached out to you, and I was so overwhelmed. I said, hey, we need to communicate and collaborate and do some projects together, and I'm so thankful for that. So yeah, it's really cool. I would highly recommend anybody who is an executive who is looking to sort of become more fluent in AI, that you at least consider this course. Certainly go look at, we've talked about a lot of other courses as well, but I would highly recommend at least taking a look at this course if you are responsible for, or one of the team members responsible for, sort of bringing AI into the organization and making the organization successful.
So the keyword then, well, as you mentioned, so I'm the one doing the presentation. It's all my experience, and a lot of it's, as you said, teaching you what not to do as much as what to do. But you're asking that what's the key point is how much is that going to cost? And we've got a range of prices, which I think you'll see is pretty competitive with those other courses, and that's the reason I looked at those, given some of those have big brand names. Right. $14.99 is priced for the course along with access to me. So if you want to talk to me one-to-one, you get access to actually do that. Or if you want me to talk to your team, we can set that up too. $4.99 is a one-off payment for a year's access just for the tutorial. So if you just want to watch the videos, you're good with that. You want to get through that within a year, $4.99 has you covered. And you can see that was kind of at the bottom end of some of those courses because I don't have the brand name of Wharton. Or you can pay in installments if that helps you out as well. Maybe you've got a corporate credit card, you've got a $50 limit, that has you covered as well.
Everybody can do at least $50 on their
Everyone can do
$50.
But for those people watching, if you drop your name in the comments below and you want to actually join up, I'll send over a discount code for you as well.
No, that's great, Ian. I really appreciate being able to walk through this. I think that there is a huge need for this. Anybody should be looking to upgrade their skills as an executive or as a technical person if they have an interest in AI. Obviously, we don't need everybody over on this side of the boat. And if they do, this is a great option in the market, particularly on the executive education side. So thanks for putting this together.
Yeah, the link will be in the comments below. It's courses.strategy4.ai if you want to pop over there. But I'll put the link in below as well.
Excellent. Well, I think that's all we have time for today. And obviously, we talk a lot about all the principles in this course, so we will be doing that on future episodes. And in the meantime, please throw a comment into the post, or like it, or do whatever you need to do. That helps us out a lot, and we will see you on the next episode. Thanks a lot for your time today, Ian.
Yeah, thank you for indulging me with my pitch as well.
You bet. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.